Welcome, boys and girls, witches and warlocks, creeps and cooks, hello, brown nation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lowbrow Nation. I am your co-host, Jacob Porter. Joining me, as always, is the joyously magnificent Jamie Massengill.
Hello, everyone.
The ever-pretentious Puckett.
Ooh,
the devilishly lovely Dustin Lonyo.
He is both of those.
We are the Lowbrow Nation, the only podcast on the internet.
Yep.
Keeping with the Halloween theme that's been going on through the month, today we are going to be talking about aliens, real or not, fact or fiction,
aliens,
the occult, and what else? There's some other shit on the agenda. Just shit.
Whatever. We're just going to talk.
Yeah, just random shit.
We're going to do what the fuck we want to.
Rabbit holes of mystery.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
All right, so, okay, let's go ahead and I think we should just start off and...
You know what's funny though?
What's funny?
Sidebar. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, everybody listening to the podcast is like sitting, like they're riding in their car or sitting at their desk, like stuffing their face with their kids' chocolate right now.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
trunk or treat.
Halloween.
So hey, Gary, you've had enough goddamn fucking Reese cups this morning, pal.
Gary, that guy's a wily son of a bitch. I tell you what. We yesterday was Halloween. But so. Hopefully, Puckett and I scared enough of his neighbor kids.
Oh, let's go into this.
All right.
Yeah. So this weekend we tried to go fucking ghost hunting.
I missed out on this. Yeah,
we did.
Fill me in.
We weren't prepared.
Okay.
The one thing you did miss is
as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So the long and short is we ended up drinking beer
at Goldsboro Brew Works,
207 North John Street.
Yeah, I could have called that.
So but you did miss out on the fact that they finally put Red Oak on the tap.
Really? They sold out?
Yep. I talked to Carson earlier this week.
It was the best sellout.
Or last week. I was like, so, what's up with this Red Oak on tap? He's like, yeah, I finally gave in. I was like, good. I'm glad.
He's probably selling the fuck out of it, though.
Because it's good-ass fucking beer.
It's all right. My girlfriend really likes it.
So we didn't see any ghosts. Not that there are really any out there, but we didn't see none.
Where did y'all go? What did y'all do? What was the?
We went to Fremont to see what's that thing called?
It's called the Thirsty Skull. So what happened? Apparently, over 100 years ago, this drunk dude or this alcoholic guy is a big man. He would at the festivals and stuff. Apparently, Fremont back in the day was kind of the place to be. It was kind of the halfway point on the railroad between. Wilson, North Carolina, and Goldsboro, North Carolina. So there was a train stop there. So they would have Feffel.
They have falafel.
They would have festivals and stuff, kind of like we have now, but they were all in the summertime. Well, this guy would do feats of strength, and people would give him
feats of strength.
Yeah, people would give him whiskey for doing these feats.
Doing strong ass
He
shit.
would he'd break a beer keg over his head, like a wooden barrel, beer bottles, 2x4, stuff like that. Well, this guy got way wasted.
Sure.
And he was like, nothing can stop my head, not even a train. Well, the train won. So yeah. Hey man,
what? No one was like, "Hey, bro, it's probably not a good idea."
No, everybody else is drunk too.
They're just like, "Yeah, dude, you got it."
Even the preacher. So back then, they had this festival, and this train killed the fuck out of this dude. And they picked his body up, they took it, they buried it, they found a preacher, sobered him up enough to do the burial and ceremony and stuff.
What?
Hold on.
The fuck? So did this all happen in like a night?
Yeah, all this. So they buried him, and the rest of the festival was like a big party wake for this dude.
What? Is this real?
And he only went by the name Bolton.
Is this a story or did this really happen?
It's apparently it really happened. So
it was on the internet, so
it's real.
So it's
apparently now
Fremont was lit back in the day.
Apparently, well, what I've understood from other people in the area, it's not so much Fremont, it's Pikeville. That's where it all kind of takes place. Back then, city line. Damn it, I can't fucking talk today. As opposed to any other day, city lines and stuff were kind of askew back then. So,
Sure.
but people say it happened more so in Pikeville than Fremont. But whatever. So this guy, he the story goes, legend says, on summer nights, not summer eve like the douche, but summer nights, you can see a light come from his from his grave and go over the railroad tracks and just go up and down the railroad tracks. And it said that if you get close enough to it and it catches you, you can die.
I have a question because I was there.
Hold on before you go anywhere. Let me just finish. And if you get close enough, you can tell it's like a big skull and it's got glowing eyes and stuff like that. And it said that if you get close enough, it asks you if you can spare some whiskey. Then it eventually goes back into the grave of Bolton, the strong man.
If you give it whiskey?
I don't know if we could have found it. I really wanted to just leave like a little, even a shot of whiskey or something on his grave.
Nope.
Yeah, dude. Why not?
I mean, I'd have done it. But that's the story. That's how it goes. We didn't find it because we couldn't find anywhere to go down the railroad tracks. To be honest.
But before Puckett asks his question,
Yes, sir.
'cause I'm sure he's going.
And we actually did enough research. Well, as much research as the internet would allow us. We couldn't find shit else other than it happened at this place. We couldn't find out like the exact location and all this stuff.
Before Puckett asks his question, I'm gonna let it be known that the way the story was explained to me by Dustin is that you were being a bitch, Puckett. And
How was I being a bitch?
You didn't want to get out of the truck. You were scared.
We never went anywhere to get out.
I mean, you could stop somewhere, park.
We
somewhere.
definitely stopped at. We went over many road tracks. We could have walked down.
I mean, there were lots of dirt roads I could go down, but like
We
they
could've
looked
just
like they were
stopped on
going to
the side
go
of
to
the road.
somebody's house. I wanted a little more absolution on where we were going.
We could have just stopped
You're
on the side of the
hunting
road.
ghosts,
And
dude.
no
You go-
one had
you go,
that.
If you go hunting deer, they don't like there's going to be a deer in this spot. That's why the whole point of ghost hunting.
If I would have sat there in a spot long enough, a deer would have come along.
Actually, yeah, where we were, that probably would have
So
happened.
here's my
But,
question.
Yeah.
So I was not involved in the picking of the spot.
Well, we didn't pick it until like the afternoon
that
of.
doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
If this only happens in the fucking summer,
Yeah.
why did we go there?
Oh, so I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
It's October.
But we said that before we even head out that way.
But no,
Yeah.
I didn't. I heard that while we were gone. Someone mentioned that. I think it was you that said it.
I didn't know it was your sister.
I didn't read any of those text messages you guys sent that day. Just
I didn't-
disclaimer, because I was just like super busy the whole day. So
I didn't realize until the third article I read about this that it was during the summer.
Okay, so we're gonna try
and I
this
mean,
again.
There's another place in Wendell, kind of near our house, Puckett, that it's called Morpheus Bridge, and the legend says that a guy drove off the bridge and killed him, his wife, and his baby.
Badass.
And on Halloween night, which was yesterday, you can go park on the bridge, turn your car off, turn your lights off, and you can see a lady in front of you, kind of looking for a baby.
We're gonna go to Devil's Tramping Ground. I'm deciding.
I'm down
That's
to
what
do
we're
that.
doing.
Okay.
I want to do that.
Well, I mean, I'm good with it. I'm good to go.
We're
I
actually
just-
gonna record video that works.
I was very nervous
gonna be
actually all
awesome.
day Saturday when we went.
I started getting nervous as we were riding around. I will say that Fremont's a sketchy fucking place.
I've been to this spot before. I've done the same thing years ago with my buddy.
So you knew where it was.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how to get there, but I've been there. I didn't drive.
Was it down a dirt road?
We stopped on like a railroad track, like on like a road, and then we parked on the railroad track. And okay, so
That's not safe.
two of my buddies I went with, they had both done it before. And
Do we know these buddies?
no, probably not.
Okay.
But
Well, Big John's done it. He's
Well-
been there, so I mean, maybe
yeah,
next
so-
time he can go and kind of take us to the place.
maybe he could. But what I'm trying to say is, they had went before and told me that they saw it. They're like, yeah, we saw the fucking thing, like it was there. And I was like, I've always been sort of skeptical, so I was like, I don't believe it. Just take me, let me see it.
Yeah.
And they were just fucking swearing up and down that we were going to see this fucking ghost light or skull or whatever the fuck it is. We went there. I got out got out the car. They're telling me not to get out of the car, and I was like yelling, like trying to provoke something to happen. I was like, "This is
Come on, spirits,
yeah,
bring
shit,
it, bitch."
Shit didn't happen, so I wasn't. I'm
You
not
know what
convinced.
people say
Well,
all the
maybe
time?
next summer we can do it. We can do it next summer, and we'll recap this.
I want to go see some fucking ghosts.
I mean, well, we got a
I mean,
whole
there's
like
plenty of places
little
we can
while
go.
to go.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
mean,
this. I'm down to go this weekend. I don't have anything
sure.
going on Saturday.
I have a connection at Bentonville Battleground that I might be able to talk to and maybe get in there.
That's the Civil War one, right?
Yeah, she said the lady that I'm
there
talking
ghost
about.
stories?
Oh
Are
yeah,
there,
there's
like,
loads
a
of
lot
ghost
of-
stories. There's like a
Yeah.
little doll that floats in the window.
Yeah.
Like there's still bloodstains all over the floor in that place. It's crazy. Like
Huh.
maybe one day maybe one day during the day we can all kind of go check that place out because it's really cool.
I've been there before whenever I was a kid, but that was like for like a field trip or something.
Yeah, me too. But I just
Yeah.
remember a lot about it because there was a lot of really neat stuff with that.
Yeah.
But going back a little bit, we were talking about we ended up at Goldsboro Brew Works.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
immediately, Mitch, one of the bartenders, he's awesome. I used to work at Goldsboro Brew Works, and one night I was standing there. I was telling him about this. I was standing there, and it was after we closed. I was washing glasses, and I saw it was just me and Carson. I was standing there, and there's a men's room and a ladies' room, and I saw a dark figure, and it kind of went into the men's bathroom. I thought it was Carson, so I started talking to it. Then all of a sudden, Carson came out of the office, right? So I was like, what the fuck? I just kind of went on about my business, nothing else. So on Saturday night, after we did our investigative reporting on the ghosts of the railroad track,
Gas wasting.
yeah, we did have a good time though. It was a fun time.
Fun. I had fun.
We ended up at Denny's again, but
Drunk.
I was talking to Mitch, and his brother actually works there now, and he said that
At Denny's or
at the
Brewworks? Okay.
So he walked in the door to come back inside from smoking, I guess. And when Mitch came in, his brother was just standing at the door, kind of like, "Well, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why are you just standing here?" And he said he heard a door slam on the cooler side. There's no doors to slam on the cooler side. So Mitch went and checked it and everything, and he's like, "Dude, I swear I heard a door just slam."
maybe something fell off the wall.
Nothing was disturbed.
Or
But there
upstairs.
are apartments upstairs, so
Sure, someone might have slammed the door upstairs.
Yeah, someone could have been pissed off. Or,
There's a guy that plays drums upstairs, right?
there was people live there now, so somebody might have complained about that at this point.
I
But
thought he owned the shit.
no, this is a different guy.
Oh.
That was his cousin that owns it or some shit like
Okay.
that. But so it's a 100-year-old building. If there's gonna be ghosts and stuff like that, I would suspect something like that. And
Right.
apparently, I believe someone hung themselves in that building a long time ago.
Badass.
Way to go.
So I mean, it could have happened. I'm not saying it didn't, but I know I saw that was the only really. I'm sure there's an explanation for it, but that's the only paranormal experience that I've ever had. But it was kind of creepy,
Yeah. I bet you're shook.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't mind going to Devil's Chamber Ground. Wouldn't mind going
down
to
with that. I'm
anywhere
down with
else
that.
we can find, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we got to travel a little ways. In searching for places to go this past weekend, there was a lot of stuff everywhere around us except for where we were. And it was like a good hour and a half drive to anywhere.
Right.
If
There's
you
a lot of
want
places out
meth-
towards the beach.
Fremont seems like a good place to get that.
For meth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a serious lack of teeth in Fremont.
Gross.
It just looks like the whole town chews rocks, you know what I mean?
Them old rock to it.
But I'd like to go check out the Hatteras, man. Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. That's supposed very haunted.
Is it accessible? Can we get there?
We can get to it. I'm not sure if
Can't
they
go
can.
in it.
I'm not sure if we can go in it anymore.
There's no point.
Well, I mean, we can always find out. It's an email away. So
Maybe you get in there, you go crazy, then you jump off the top and die.
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe it's like you get possessed by the spirit of Hatteras.
That'd be a lot to
that'd
deal
be
with.
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, we kind of that was a good sidebar though.
They'll let you
It
go
was
first.
a good one. It was a good.
On to aliens.
Aliens, yeah. So I want to get everyone's opinion on aliens, whether they exist, do not exist, if whether
Aliens.
just their general opinion on aliens. We'll start with Dustin.
Well, I mean, I just kind of got the more common sense, kind of feel to it that, there's a lot out there beyond the earth, and there's got to be something out there,
Okay,
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry you didn't ask me yet.
yeah. Asshole.
Out of
Sorry.
turn.
It's got to be
Jamie,
something like
let's,
that. Then.
let's go ahead and do.
Okay.
How you feel about aliens?
I believe in aliens.
How do you
I believe
okay.
the reason I say that is because I mean the universe is huge, man.
Do you think
And we can't-
aliens have come yet?
I believe they visited us here on
Do you-
Earth.
Okay, here's the real question. Do you
Uh-huh.
believe they have visited on Earth and that we know about it, like people in the government or whatever? Someone knows about it.
I believe someone knows about it,
Somebody
whether
knows
it be
something.
government, whether it's just civilians. I believe there's multiple people that know about it. Multiple different types of people, whether it be government, whether it be civilians, whether it be whoever. There's just too many. There's one. The universe is way too large for not just our universe. You know, there's multiple universes, I believe.
The multiverse.
The multiverse. I mean,
Is that
how
what you're
does
talking
Marvel
about?
exist? You know what I mean? So I do believe in aliens. I believe maybe not the little gray dudes that come and
Okay.
abduct us, but I believe there's, and maybe not so much as far as like Star Trek goes, and Star Wars goes with total alien races that all speak English.
What
you
the
know?
hell you saying, man?
Well, okay, so
I believe that. I believe that there are some form of alien life form out there.
to be fair,
Intelligent life form, actually. I
To be
believe that.
fair, in Star Trek,
Uh-huh.
they had universal translators.
They
Yeah.
did. Okay,
they
did.
didn't all speak
They did.
English. They were
And in-
universal translators.
And in Star Wars, they had subtitles.
Yeah.
So, but I do believe in aliens for sure.
All right, Puckett.
I think we all know that Jamie believes in aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
believe in aliens,
Maybe
Bucket.
they're out there. I don't think they've come forth.
I'm with you. I'm on Puckett. I'm on Team Puckett on this
I don't
one.
think nothing's
buddy.
happened yet, but I think that because I am very common sense, and common sense tells me that if something was to come onto Earth, we would know about it.
Well, see, I think it might be possible that there are aliens observing us or even interfering with us, but we don't know about it. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe they're so fucking far advanced that they can do it with and avoid any kind of detection.
I mean, we're so far behind. I feel like technology wise that like we haven't got there.
There's
yet.
like Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying that like I'm sure it's been said by other people, but I specifically remember Neil talking about like we shared 95% DNA with chimpanzees. You know what I mean? And look at the like level just in that small difference in our DNA. What that allowed the vast difference that allows for us to be able to like problem solve. And just what we've accomplished compared to chimpanzees. Like chimpanzees can do like small things, like they can fucking like stack a box and like climb to get like a banana out of a tree or something. But they can't build cities. Imagine something that's fucking 5% on the up and up of us. You know what I mean? And Jamie, what are you doing?
Oh man,
Come on, dude.
Fall back, man.
that was my bad.
You messed up his.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up
his
my whole fucking
thing.
spiel, dude.
You messed up his.
I didn't even know it was playing. I couldn't hear it through the headphones. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
I
Sorry.
think that
I'm aborting that.
my
lost
thought,
it.
my thought
I
on
lost it.
aliens is this. Okay, if I think there may be other planets out there that are being inhabited by
Yeah.
a species, but maybe they haven't figured out how to leave. Why does whenever people think about aliens, they automatically assume that they're this fucking super fucking species?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like us, and they can see
Maybe-
their moon. They made it to their moon.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not even as. Maybe we're the first
Who
species
knows?
to even think about it.
Maybe, I don't
Maybe
know.
we're the only intelligent. Maybe we're the first species. Maybe we're the most advanced species in the universe.
I
Who knows?
definitely don't think
there
it's
has
like
to be one. There has to be one most advanced species in the universe. Maybe we are it.
I don't think
maybe
it's
not.
like Guardians of the Galaxy because like I feel like we would see them flying around and shit. Like we don't live on the other side of the galaxy. You know what I mean? We're not in the dark corner.
Well, to us, I mean, but where is the corner when you're talking about?
But that's what I'm
space?
saying. I mean, I feel like if you use everyone else's like thought on aliens with them being like super species and all
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and they're
Uh-huh.
flying around and all that like science fiction, like what I feel like we would see them.
Maybe they just don't want to fuck with us because we're a bunch of dumbasses.
I'm saying maybe yeah, that could be definitely. Maybe they can look down on Earth and be like, dude, these guys can't even get along with each other. How do we expect them to get along with us? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
for real.
Yeah,
Like-
but they probably have the same conflict. I mean, it's just I don't know.
Probably, dude. I mean, I would like to imagine that any species that has advanced far enough for intergalactic fucking travel,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, has like worked that shit out by that point. You know, that kind of like barbaric like mentality, that like tribal barbarism. But you don't fucking know, man. You don't
Who
know.
knows?
Well, even in Star Trek, they the Federation doesn't allow them to interact with people that don't have
Warp capability. Yeah.
capabilities. So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's real. You know,
But
and-
we have warp technology. We don't know how to use it properly, but we do have warp technology, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we have like a spaceship that's warp capable that we call the Enterprise. I feel like that's the true thing.
I feel like it might be the Enterprise.
But we
Is
just
a-
don't know how to navigate it, because if we just turn on fucking warp 1 or whatever, warp 2, we just fucking run into like the fucking next planet. You know what I mean? We don't know how to like navigate around like
Yeah.
asteroids and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
See,
I don't know how warp speed works. I don't know if it's like if it creates like it doesn't create a wormhole. I don't think. But
there's a lot of uncertainties with it. But with that being said, in 1947, there was this big ass crash.
The Roswell incident, right?
The Roswell
Yeah,
incident.
okay, yeah.
Also, that year, Aleister Crowley died. It is said that
Coincidence?
could be.
Dum dum dum.
It is also said that Aleister Crowley worked with Jack Parsons, which invented jet propulsion.
Yeah, so he was like a rocket scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he
Illuminati
never went to college.
confirmed.
Never went to college. He
Get
played,
woke.
he learned all that stuff and kind of taught himself all that shit. Also, he Aleister Crowley befriended L. Ron Hubbard as well.
L. Ron Hoya Bembe.
The
Yeah,
the guy that created Scientology or whatever.
Yeah.
So
You know, he's written more fiction than anyone.
yeah, it was a science fiction novel.
Yeah, he's written more fiction than anyone in the world. L. Ron Hubbard has.
Well, with that being said, there was a lot of different stuff. Well, back in the day, apparently in 1919, Aleister Crowley apparently connected with an alien or someone else, an extraterrestrial named Lam, Lam. And then
Aleister Crowley connected with Lamb.
yeah.
Okay.
So he talked to him, did all this crazy, what Aleister Crowley does stuff, and kind of shut the rip. He created a rip in some thing.
Wait, and it's like the
What?
space-time continuum.
Space-time continuum. He created a rip. He fixed the rip because his witchcraft and magic.
All right, so
M-A
so
G-I-C-K.
Aleister Crowley.
magic.
Let me make sure I'm following this.
Yep.
Aleister Crowley
Mhm.
opened up a rip in the space-time continuum.
Essentially. Talk to an alien.
Talked to an alien named Lamb.
Did
L-A-M.
not share this with anyone while it was happening.
Lamb.
Lam.
Boy, if you don't get
So,
And then he was like, "Okay, Lamb's an asshole. I'm gonna close this." What
Okay.
happened?
so
Why did he close it?
I'm not sure.
Was
didn't-
Lamb waiting for him? Did he like somehow like was
Well,
Lamb just-
apparently Lamb guided him through a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a whole, I mean, the Babylon working. There's a few other things. The Babylon working. We'll talk about it in a second. That goes kind of from the alien stuff to the occult stuff. Well, Jack Parsons apparently was taught by Aleister Crowley this Babylon working.
the Babylon working is?
The Babylon working is basically it's a 6-month series, a 6-month ceremony of magic.
Is that the one he
magic-
did
magic
at the
ceremonies
Bolskine house and fucking like on
Yeah.
Loch Ness?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the one that Aleister Crowley did in Loch Ness.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. At the Bolskine.
Yeah. So Jack Parsons did all this crap, and apparently he opened this rip up and basically tore it more, kind of like a baby coming out of a vagina. Just ripped it wide open.
Jack Parsons.
It's a big old patch.
Jack Parsons wasn't trained enough, and he didn't close it as well. Also, and all this happened in 1940. It was 19. He died in 1947. So this was like 1946, 1947.
Okay.
Earlier in the year,
Gotcha.
late in 46.
Yeah.
Did all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, in 1947, all of these, which is when the Roswell crash happened, along with a lot of just other crazy UFO sightings, started popping up all over the world. And a lot of people that follow this stuff suspect that the rip that he caused left it open for aliens to come through and check us out and stuff like that. And since then, we've had sightings all over the world, all over the time, all the time, even up until a couple weeks ago. There's a website you can look at all of, well, I'm sure not all of them, but it's a National UFO Reporting Center. And I looked up the monthly report index for this month, October.
How many? How
And
many alien sightings?
There's UFO sightings. There's over 200 just this month.
Really?
Some range from a few seconds to an hour or two. So
Where's the footage?
It doesn't
see,
exist, folks.
That was spot on. That was awesome. Yeah, they're. I would figure that it would be a lot more. It's
200
just a
in a
lot of
month.
people like, and
Like
as much as technology.
people fucking catch like
Bro, you can go buy a 4K video camera that can attach to a fucking what are those?
I'm saying
what are
everyone's
those
got a phone on
things?
nowadays.
A telescope.
Telescope
Yeah, I mean you can attach one
that
of
costs nothing.
Yeah, you can get a 4K video camera
No
from
one's-
Amazon. For
no one's got
$40.
footage.
That's the same thing that like Bigfoot and ghosts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like,
Which-
that's the part that bothers me about. I want to believe in ghosts too, but that's the part that bothers me about it because technology is right there, dude.
But
literally
also-
everyone has a
Yeah.
camera in their pocket.
But it sucks now though because we're getting to the age where like video manipulation is like such a
It's
big
so
thing.
good.
And photo manipulation.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I'm
super
saying?
easy.
Super easy, right?
Yeah.
So easy. So now, like, I wouldn't. It's not going to be surprising if we see like a lot more like videos of UFOs and shit like that emerging from
I can see that too.
just for that reason because video manipulation, photo manipulation. You can't even trust video. Like whenever I was younger, and I remember like watching like shit on the History Channel about like cryptids or UFOs, whatever. And I was like, well, if I could just see like a fucking cool, like an actual clear video of a fucking dinosaur in Loch Ness, I'd believe it. That's all I need is a clear picture of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, like, I can't trust that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because Photoshop didn't exist back then. Now, Photoshop, you can just fucking CG, Photoshop, whatever, dude.
Well,
Fucking
it's-
Cinema 4D, you can just make anything happen.
It's
you
just
know?
like the video, the whole like hour, 2 hour long episode on Discovery or History Channel about the mermaid thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, that shit
it
was
looked
ridiculous.
fake.
It looked fake.
I mean,
yeah.
but there
shit
were
was
so
stupid.
many people that believe that.
Dude, yeah, that shit. I watched the whole thing.
I did too.
I watched the whole thing and I was like, no fucking shit, this is crazy.
No
And like when it shows the fucking video at the end,
With the hand, I was
yeah,
like,
or
this
even
is
like
stupid.
because like the kid was on the beach.
Yeah, I
right?
mean that could have. I mean, it was grainy, but
It was
I mean,
grainy,
it
but
was
like
okay.
the last shot, like 'cause they saved that last shot to the end of the show. Whenever the fucking mermaid like lifts up and does like some crazy like bah like jump scare shit. It was
Really?
like, yeah, you never see it. It was crazy.
It's I watched the whole thing too. Like, and
At
it
the
was
end of it, I was like-
suspenseful, and I watched it all. And same thing with Jacob.
It
I
was
got to the-
cool.
Yeah.
It was cool until the very end, dude. Like the whole thing was like super interesting. And they cheesed it the fuck up at the end, dude. Like,
I think they spent too much money on the set.
yeah, it looked because like then it had like that fake like glitch camera effect.
Yeah,
That shit was just tell like
it looked like
you
it looked like
could
a
tell it
really
was fake.
bad movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed legit. They had like professionals and scientists that they were interviewing and all this shit. And,
Mermaid, huh?
It was.
Mermaids. Yeah.
It turned into garbage pretty quick.
Oh, dude, I watched the whole thing, and at the end, I was just so upset. I was like,
Say it was an hour and a half long.
Damn.
An hour and 25 minutes were great.
Just hyping that shit up. Hour and 20 minutes
The
of
last
just hyping
5 minutes
that shit up.
yeah,
were just.
just a big old turd.
I
Yep.
think that if I could see like 15 videos of the same UFO from 15 different people, I would
There was
believe it.
one. Wasn't it in China or something where they filmed? It was multiple people. They filmed all the same thing and from different angles, and it was it wasn't a cigar. It was the spacecraft that was kind of like a arrow almost. It had a series of lights and an arrow formation.
There's a bunch of videos out of all kinds of shit.
yeah.
I've seen a bunch
They're
of
just
videos.
airplanes, man.
A
They
lot
could
of
be.
I mean, a
I
lot of
saw-
shit don't,
Wasn't there that one? It was in like
You don't see the
fucking-
shit in the middle of the day.
That shit was
most
in
of the
like
time.
the Middle East somewhere where there's like this like fucking like floating like light that was just like hovering somewhere. Then like it shoots up and fucking flies off like
Yeah,
really
there's
fucking
I've
fast.
seen a
Yeah.
couple like that. There's some crazy looking shit.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
some-
I've seen some crazy
I mean,
stuff.
it totally could. I guess it totally could be. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know where the shit coming from. I'm not gonna say
I just
aliens, but
my
some
whole
shit in
thing
the sky
is
looks crazy.
extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, if you want to substantiate it,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's just like we were talking about it earlier, Jacob, with this this crazy asteroid thing running around, help
Yeah.
dive bombing everything.
Yeah, dude.
They're talking about it coming from a universe, not a universe, but a galaxy far, far away.
Well, there's an asteroid coming.
No, it's already it's been here.
It's just like flying around in our solar system, right?
yeah, just traveling around, like doing its own
So
thing.
it's an asteroid. We all know what that means. Alien.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It's not flying in like in a continuous straight path.
China.
It's all
Yeah,
China.
it's doing some crazy
It's a Chinese.
dive bombing
It's a
stuff.
Chinese hoax.
And I can't. I was gonna say something about it earlier. I don't remember what it was.
Man, aliens are funny.
That's crazy.
I just,
We're gonna
I
build.
think the funniest thing is just the craziest shit you believe in, Jamie. It's just fucking just blows my mind.
I like to believe in stuff.
I'm with you. I think it's great.
Dude,
I think
it-
your
it just-
imagination
I like-
knows no bounds.
I love my imagination.
I like it too. I like believing in stuff. I don't like believing stuff. Let me record. I like good stories, but I also know like when to separate those stories from reality.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like when we did the ghost thing. Okay, I'm not like a there's a ghost out there guy, but
It's fun.
you put me in the situation
Get a
like
little
out
creep-
there.
get a little creeped
You do.
out.
You get a little
Yeah,
like
you get a little spooked. You know what I mean? You get a little spooked.
because there's a part of you that doesn't know.
Dude, totally,
Like,
yeah.
You don't know.
Dude, for sure. Like if I had to walk around the fucking like, if I had to like go out in my backyard to get something at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd
Not
be-
happening.
And no, hell no. And it's not even because of like possum or deer or anything. Like I'm scared like something's gonna grab me. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
You don't know what
It's
lurks
just-
in the woods.
It's just we evolved to fear things. That's how we made it as a species.
Yeah.
It works for me.
To fear the unknown.
I'm scared of all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
You hear primitive man. You hear the bush rustling. You might think it's a fucking. It could either be the wind or a predator. You know what
Or
I mean?
ET.
Yeah.
You're better off assuming it's a predator and running away from it, and then the wind and not running away from it, and it be a predator.
You're talking
You know
about
what I'm
primitive man. That even goes back to alien stuff. I mean, they have found cave drawings and all sorts of stuff, and what we see now as alien spacecraft, and same thing with
Have you seen
in
cave drawings?
Ancient Egypt.
Have you seen cave drawings? They
Yeah.
draw fucking buffalo and it looks like goddamn. Fucking,
Yeah, it's a true story,
it's like
but
motherfucking.
With ancient Egypt, they have some crazy drawings on some of their sarcophaguses and shit.
The thing that I worry about is that everybody hypes this up, all the movies and everything, and the aliens come and they're just not.
they're not.
They're
that
not
cool.
that cool. They're just like
They're all just nerds.
fucking lamos.
Oh, they're definitely going to be nerds, dude.
But-
We're not
bunch
going
of
to
sword
send
collectors.
fucking. If we had like technology capable of like going to visit other planets and like making first contact, we wouldn't send fucking Chad and Ashley. You know what I'm saying? We'd send the fucking nerds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly who we'd
Go
send.
nerds, figure this
Yeah,
out.
Exactly. We're not.
Chad and Ashley.
We're not going to
Yeah.
send the fucking frat
like-
boys and fucking football stars. You know?
Yeah, you're not going to send somebody cool.
I'd like to think that other alien planets have those Chad and Ashleys, though.
Oh, they have to for sure. Yeah,
But that's not. Yeah.
They have
They're not a whole
alien-
planet of smart.
No,
All the nerds have probably met each other from all the planets, and they're just like laughing at everybody.
Yeah.
It's like we're just not going to tell nobody.
Yeah.
Secret club.
It's like the AV Club, but intergalactic.
Intergalactic AV Club. That's how we got
Every third Sunday they meet up.
Yeah, definitely.
at the Star.
I think.
Bucks.
Well, no, I take that kind of take that back. If Elon Musk, Elon Musk is all about space travel. He's a pretty cool guy.
Have you ever listened to him talk though?
Yeah, but he's still pretty cool. I mean, I'd
haven't.
hang out with him.
Dude, he cannot get through a fucking sentence. He's not a public speaker.
I mean, would you hang out with him? I'd hang out with him. I drink.
If I got it, I wouldn't say no for an opportunity to hang out with.
I don't
Elon
even
Musk,
want to
if that's
ask
what
him
you're
questions. I just want to hang out. Like, what up, bro?
asking. I don't know. He probably don't have time for that.
He might
He's
be
too busy
kinda cool to
fucking
hang out
plotting
with.
the universe.
Yeah, please. He's at home like watching
Yeah,
Grey's
he's-
Anatomy.
Nah, dude, he's fucking figuring shit out. He ain't got time to fucking dick around with fucking average
I
Joes.
wonder if he's into the occult stuff.
Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine not, dude. Most people who are like that are like super objective and like skeptic and like real like not into like woo woo shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think anything he believes, he just puts
I mean,
out.
you would
just
think
puts
that-
it out there. He don't give a fuck.
You would think that about the guy that invented jet propulsion too.
Yeah, but that was a different time.
Oh, okay.
Different time, bro.
All
Different
right.
time.
They syrup. Well, they were like sipping on some like weird cough syrup shit, like late at night and just seeing.
like fucking,
weird shit.
I
I mean, Aleister Crowley died.
Well,
I mean, he
fucking
was a really smart guy.
Isaac
but
Newton was religious
he
because
died
it was
from
the
it.
time.
let
you know
me
what I mean?
let me
Heroin
blow that
overdose.
whole story out right now. Okay,
What whole story?
the
Isaac
whole
Newton?
story you gave about the ripple. Okay,
Ripple.
this happened to this guy, right?
The-
He didn't tell nobody
Yeah.
at the time. He
Well,
didn't
you
go
don't
out
know.
and find
I don't know if
somebody.
he told anybody.
And
he wrote a book
no,
about
but
it.
they would find if you would tell people, there's evidence, right? If you bring a bunch of people in.
I mean, you gotta look at like even he might have told people, dude. Aleister Crowley, he was into some weird shit. I'm sure a lot of people didn't pay him no mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
magic with a K.
But I feel like
and-
it's like, like when they created the light bulb. One dude like runs out of his house. He's like, look what the fuck I just did. And everybody comes and fucking sees it. Or anybody invents anything or discovers anything. Like, check this shit out. Even if it's stupid,
yeah.
there's still evidence. I pointed at my computer. There's still evidence that it happened. Whether or not it was like,
No,
dumb
all the
or
time,
not.
dude. Look at fucking John Smith or the fucking whatever the Mormon dude's name is. He had no evidence. He was a convicted con man. You know what I'm saying? And he told people that fucking some angel like told him to go dig up a hole in the spot, and he found like some golden plates that had like some shit written on
Yeah,
it.
he
I mean,
sure
same thing with
did.
L. Ron
And
Hubbard.
only he was able to look at it, and then like now
Exactly.
there's like Mormons
Yeah.
everywhere, dude. Go to fucking Utah.
Same thing with L. Ron
But
Hubbard.
I mean, people believe that shit. I just, I'm just saying,
Fuckers.
See some fucking evidence.
It was a
Something should
thought,
happen.
and then it was occult stuff, and now it's a religion, Scientology.
I feel like, if he would have saw that shit, some technology would have developed a little bit faster or something. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it did. Maybe technology did develop. We had a technology explosion.
He's like talking to fucking, what was Lamb? He's
Maybe
talking
that's
to
how it
Lamb.
happened, though.
He's
Maybe-
talking to Lamb on his phone. Hey, Lamb.
Maybe that's how it happened. Maybe they
Ma just
contacted.
made me a grilled cheese.
maybe they
What the,
contacted. Maybe they contacted
Yeah,
aliens
Alex-
from another world, and they
Aleister
came
Crowley-
down with their advanced technology and passed on some knowledge, and that's how we have fucking Apple phones.
Alistair Crowley was a trust fund kid too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I imagine it happened something like this. He picked up his little phone, like on switchboard. Switchboard, please. We just need to patch in with Cam. He's
Lamb.
Lamb. He's through the ripple.
Lamb, you have Alistair on line 1. He has like a secretary. Lamb does.
God.
Lamb, Alistair Crowley is on line 1.
The fuck do you want now?
I told you I'm not giving you more secrets. It's cool, man. I got this cool heroin. You want some?
All right.
That's how he died.
Maybe Rick and Morty's real, and it's just like a cartoon representation of what's early.
Could be.
I like Rick and Morty a lot, but their fan base is terrible. I hate the
There
Rick and
it
Morty
is,
fan
yeah.
base. It's fucking.
Apparently, there's this Drew, Tat Daddy Drew posted this or told me about this video. There's so many connections with Rick and Morty and the Disney show. Drew's yelling at his radio right now. Gravity Falls.
Dude. Okay.
Because the two writers are like best friends, and they do like secret crossovers all the time.
Gravity Falls is really weird.
It's a weird kid show.
Sidebar: have you watched Big Mouth?
Yes, I have. I
on
watched it all.
Netflix? We
That
talked
shit's-
about. You need to watch that shit.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. I
Anybody-
hate those stupid ass cartoons. That shit is funny.
Yeah, the base is this kid's like they're going into puberty, and they have this this one dude has a hormone monster that comes visit him.
It's just the shit they say. It's just it's like the one liners and the whole every episode.
I mean, it reminds me a lot of my childhood.
I mean, the cartoon's dumb, just like all the other cartoons that have no point. But like, fucking, it's hilarious. Like I tried to talk shit. My wife was watching it, and I just started laughing.
It's funny. You should watch it. Anybody out there? Big Mouth. It's on Netflix. The Netflix original. The guy that plays, crap. He's he plays in The League. Have you ever seen The League?
No.
All right. Well, I can't help you anymore.
Well, moving on
The League.
It's funny.
to
man.
from
Big Mouth is funny.
aliens. Speaking of aliens, how about those occults?
Cults or cults?
Occults.
Occults.
What's the difference between occult and
A
cult
cult
and
is
a cult?
A cult is something that a group of people follow. Occult is like witchcraft and demonology and stuff like that.
I mean, I think people follow occults. I think that
So it can be
a cult is like a
occult cults.
religion.
You can be involved in the occult.
a
and you
cult
can have
is like a
the-
phenomenon, like a magic and.
You can have that
aliens.
in a cult. In a cult.
That's really confusing.
It
I'm gonna
is.
look
It's like
it
an
up.
Abbott and Costello fucking
It
routine.
definitely seems that way.
I'm looking it up.
But
Look it up.
there's a huge difference.
The occult, from the Latin word occultus, is knowledge of the hidden. So I guess it could be. I mean,
Yeah, occult means, I believe it means out of sight.
it refers to, it's like a science word. So it's like sciencey things.
Oh.
So I guess it could be the same thing. But occult is like a small. Tell your difference between cults and religions.
My different. No, I
What you
didn't.
told me earlier.
I didn't. I don't want to take credit for this. I heard it somewhere. But
Uh-huh.
the difference between a cult and a religion is that a cult follows a person, and a religion, that person is dead.
Boom.
I think that's a really accurate. I can't remember who I heard say that, but I think it's pretty
Sounds
accurate.
about
I just
right.
feel like I don't know, man. There's so many things have happened in history. It's like people believe just anything.
Dude, it's tradition. That's what people
Anybody
want.
will just
People want that
believe,
tradition.
drink
They
the
want that. They
Kool-Aid.
want that sense of community.
I guess the only like occult and cult or religion that would be that go together would be like Scientology. Don't they believe in like an alien person?
Yeah, they have. I don't fucking
Mormons believe that Jesus is like the Green Lantern. Have you seen the cartoon on YouTube about Mormonism?
No.
And it's got like the Green Lantern Jesus, and he goes up to like a spaceship, and there's all the other Jesuses from all the other planets.
Wow.
And then they summon him. And it's like it's your time. Then he goes down,
No, I haven't seen that.
and that's what happened.
That's crazy.
That's the story of Mormonism.
I don't know, man. The whole,
It's crazy. Why doesn't anything happen now? That's my question. What all this shit I read on the internet and all this stuff happened. Where's it at?
it all happened like before people could take pictures of anything.
But what happens
Like,
now? I want to
nothing.
see something.
No, shit's been the same for years. Like people didn't have like ancient. There's no like ancient wisdom of or like shit like that. I don't believe in that stuff. These motherfuckers didn't know how to fucking They're just fucking. They don't know how. They didn't know how to do
Well,
shit back in the day.
You could relate it to anything. If there's an alien, you're gonna Instagram that motherfucker right there, or Snapchat it. And I ain't seen shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Nothing
mean, that
happened.
shit happens. You're gonna be like, boom, ET, gotcha.
Shit didn't happen back in the day either.
Hashtag encounter.
Hashtag true
No,
believer.
Shit didn't happen back in the day either. It's just that there was there's less reason to not believe it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm not allowed to believe anything that's new. I'm only allowed to believe things that are thousands of years old.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean,
Whether it be aliens or religion or magic. Like, I want to see some magic. Is magic real? Let's see it.
no, it was only real before people could record shit.
Show
accurately.
me a fucking fireball coming out of your hand. I want to see it. And then don't tell me that that's not how that is, because that is how that is. That's how that's supposed to be. Don't give me like some weird witchery thing and then nothing happens.
Well, that was the thing with the occult stuff. They talk about it being magic, whether it be sex magic, black magic.
Well,
or
let's see
dark
some magic.
Well, it's all sleight of hand stuff.
Then that's not magic.
Just like magic that we have now.
Magic doesn't exist.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to see it. Like, if it's real, like, show me. If you're that just hell bent on it, like, show it to me. I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid and everybody die. Like in that. What was that thing we were looking at?
Heaven's Gate.
Oh, that was
Heaven's
one
Gate.
thing with that, with the whole. I believe it was the lamb thing. I can't remember, but one of those stories where the guy contacted the other realm or whatever you want to call it. They were talking about he grabbed a magic sword and scared him off or some shit like that. And I was like, okay, all right, that's weird. I mean, Jon Snow did that shit with his sword of fire.
I mean, I just want to see it. Like, we're talking about this stuff. I just want to show me.
Well, open your eyes, Bucket. Maybe you might see.
I'm trying. I'm woke. I'm woke as
I don't think
everyone
you're
here.
woke, man.
I'm woke as fuck, but I just don't. I think I'm woke to the real world.
You're like my wife. You need evidence.
I just
be-
want to see
to
it. I
prove
just hate
stuff.
when people sit and talk about something. It's like, it'd be like if your wife was sitting there, like, okay, here's a good instance of something you can't see but does exist.
Blowjob.
Love is something you cannot see but it does exist.
Oh.
Right? So if someone loves you, you can see that by their actions.
Yeah.
If you can create a fucking fireball to come out of your hand and you say that there's magic, boom, let's see it.
Let's see the fireball.
Burn the fucking wall down. Just catch it on fire with your fucking mind. If that shit's real, do it. Don't tell me that you can do it. If you can make a little doll and you can put a pin in it and your side hurts, make one of me. Do it. Let me see it. Stand in front of me, shove the pin in it. I want my fucking side to hurt.
I mean,
You got a bad back though. So
we said
probably-
last week that
Your side
that
might
voodoo
just hurt
dolls
randomly.
are voodoo
It's
dolls
just
aren't
an
a real thing.
example. It's an example. I'm just saying,
I get what
like,
you're saying.
people who say that shit's real, I want to fucking see it. If
You're not going to.
If Lamb is real, come on, Lamb, come on down. Hopefully he's like, listens to the Low Brown Nation. That'd be kind of cool.
I was talking to I was having dinner with my girlfriend the other day, and I was like, it just blows my mind that motherfuckers are out here paying bills, and then like believing in like ghosts.
Baby.
Motherfuckers just be doing adult ass shit. People just do adult ass shit, grown ass real world shit, and then also are like, yeah, dude.
It's not even the people that like believe it's like real. Like, I can have an idea of that maybe it is there. Maybe that it is a thing, right? But like, it's the people that like really just like are just mystical. And then you want to tell me some serious ass shit, and fucking you want me to believe you.
Dude, there's a fucking house on 70 on the way to Goldsboro.
Yeah.
Fucking big old psychic reading sign.
Oh yeah,
right in
dude.
front of me.
I'm
You know what
pretty
talking
sure.
about? Let's do
that's
that, dude. Let's do that.
I'm down, dude. I wonder if she.
All of us.
I wonder. I'm gonna assume it's a she, but
I'm
I
down.
wonder if they would let us video it for the podcast. on the
Probably
website.
not, because they don't want any kind of evidence of anything.
Yeah.
going on.
Well, maybe not. They might
But
not
maybe,
let us. But
maybe we just let them know, like, hey, we run a podcast that like 4 people listen to. You know, trying to fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, it's nothing.
I'm pretty sure that's the same person that was in Smithfield a long time ago too. I've every time I pass it, I'm like, let's do that. I think
But
that sounds fun.
they'll always have some shit where like, nah, the cameras are gonna scare the spirits away.
They use trigger words, man. It's all about triggering. They
We
just
just
say
gotta sneak. We
things.
gotta sneak the cameras in there, dude. We need like get
I'm
like
just
some
gonna
get like
go
some
in
Google
there.
lenses or something.
Oh yeah, let me just go pick up a fucking pair of Google. Why do you look at me?
Because you're the only motherfucker wearing glasses right now.
Whatever, you can wear glasses.
I can, but I mean, why would I pick Jamie if
He
you were wearing
doesn't know,
glasses?
but he doesn't
supposed
know.
to wear glasses.
He doesn't know the psychic guy's not going to know that you wear glasses.
And-
Maybe he'll say something about your eyes getting better, and then you take your glasses off and you healed me. He'll fucking fall on the ground. He'll be like, shit, it worked.
In my recent endeavors, I found a lot of stuff about covert things, And they do make glasses that have like little teeny cameras in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down. I'm super down to go get my. I mean, because the whole thing is like if
But what if you hear some shit you don't want to hear, bro?
I'm not.
But what if you do?
Well,
The whole
what,
idea
what if you get in your car and get in a wreck? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of the things.
The whole way they pull you in is they reach for things and then they grab something.
They cold read you. Yeah.
Yeah, they grab something and they kind of get it, and then that's how they draw you in. So now they
See-
got you believing because they said a name with an M. You're like, my Uncle Michael, and then it's like, boom, you're gonna die in 3 days, and you walk out of there fucking terrified.
See, like I'd love to do it. And every time I pass her, I'm like, I want to do this. That'd be cool. And I think that would be really neat for us to do, even if we don't video it or record it or in whatever.
We could at least talk about the experience.
We can. But I immediately go to thinking, literally, all you got to do is Google my name. I'm all over the internet.
to give her a fake name.
No, I can't do that, man. And
I'm gonna totally like misdirect the person, whoever's doing the reading, because like I'm picturing someone with an M, like, yeah, my Uncle Michael, like you were saying, but I don't have an Uncle Michael. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
just make it up.
yeah. I'm gonna see how well they go with it.
and then you're gonna come home, and then you're gonna talk to your dad, and your dad's like, "Listen, I never told you about this.
I have a
dude,
brother named Michael.
but you have
Please.
you haven't. I had a brother named Michael,
Gary.
and something happened.
Gary
Fucking
Michael.
Gary, man. Gary's just everywhere. That guy.
Gary.
Listen, man. Gary needs to calm his shit. He's all over the place the past few days.
Everywhere.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I'm super down, dude. I don't know. I don't know, like if you. I don't think there's a phone number. Do you just like walk up in the house, like just knock on the
I
door?
think so because the open sign is literally always on. So
I don't want to do it during the day. It's got to be done at night.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The ambience has to be right.
I wonder if we can go in as a group,
I'm assuming, right?
or like maybe one reading per. I don't know if you got to wait in a waiting room.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
no.
You got a team thing you can do.
check your balls.
I want to create like a whole storyline in my head, just like
See if she picks up on whether it's fake or not.
Thing,
I don't know
yeah.
why, but fortune tellers and psychics are always women in my mind. whenever
Yeah,
we're
me
talking
too.
about it.
Honestly, me too.
I think
Yeah.
Maybe what if there's like a camera in the corner that reads your facial recognition and searches you. On
I
the
mean, the
internet.
only way I would believe the guy if he was like he was like, your sister's name is Brandy and your wife's name is Abigail, and you guys are trying to have a kid and make up some like actual shit that's like actually real. Like he tells
some
me
shit
like
that's not on the
realistic
internet.
like facts. Like I want to go up in there and be like, how much money do I make an hour?
Yeah, what if we? Yeah,
What do I make an hour, bitch? Psychic me.
what if we walk in there and they're like, "Hey guys, how's the podcast going?"
Poorly.
It's going pretty well. Thank you, all of our listeners. We got almost 3,000 downloads.
We about 6 listeners a podcast. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it's better than zero.
we're gonna have a party when we get 10.
We have a regular customer base in Afghanistan.
Yeah, whatever. So aliens are fake, occults are fake. It's all fake.
Fake news, bro.
Halloween's technically already happened, but are you guys doing anything for Halloween night?
Nah, no plans.
I don't think so.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're not going to hand out candy here?
No trunk or treat. No, who the fuck's gonna walk in my house?
We don't
I hate
that's the same thing
trunk
with
or
us.
treating.
We live in a subdivision, but we're on the outside of it, so we don't have people like coming to our house. But
I hate trunk or
I'm
treating.
thinking we might just take the kids over to the Puckett household. Me and Puckett will drink beer and give candy to the children.
I told my wife last night or night before, I told her that when we have kids, we're not trunk or treating shit.
Man, you're not gonna be here.
When?
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there's with aliens and occult, the magic of there's a lot of intertwined stuff.
I think it's just all bullshit. Like, okay, let's look at this Heaven's Gate thing. Okay.
Okay. Jacob's
Look at Heaven's
favorite
Gate.
cult.
To get anybody to believe them, they all fucking killed themselves.
Tell them about your
Who's like, oh, they're coming, so we're gonna kill ourselves. Oh, you believe?
Jacob,
Now we're all dead.
tell them how you like the Heaven's Gate cult.
I just like the patch. They
Yep.
have a patch that says Heaven's Gate Away Team, and you can
I like
buy
their
it
shoes.
I
online.
just like the merch, bro. You know
I like
what
the
Yeah,
shoes.
I like the aesthetic of Heaven's Gate.
I'm
Their
down
shoes
with
look
that.
really comfortable. They cut their dicks off.
They castrate themselves?
Yeah.
Maybe they did. That's crazy.
And they were the ones that was the bop comment.
Hell bop.
It's just
Bop.
so ridiculous.
The boobie dop bop boo bop
I just feel like it's so. I think you hit this a little bit. You hit this a little bit earlier. It's so crazy that there's like everyday people that do like intelligent ass shit.
Yeah.
That believe this stuff.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
home and get dressed up like a goddamn puppet dog.
Like the people that like approve your fucking mortgage and handle your money at the bank.
Yeah.
They go home and put on an adult
Totally.
diaper.
They
They live
just
in a
fucking-
crib.
You go to like a specialist, like a heart surgeon. Fucking then he like goes home and
It
like
breastfeeds cucumbers all day.
you know what I'm saying?
that struck me
I mean, it's just a weird.
Like motherfuckers like operating on your like fucking on your goddamn on your arteries and shit, on your main arteries, like believe that the prophet was like a fucking warlord that fucking, you know, was able to fuck 9-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, really, that is
crazy.
it. I mean,
it's
it's
fucking wild to me.
so-
when you think about shit
like-
like that, it's you don't know what goes into people's
I
heads.
mean, they're not all obscure people. That's the crazy thing. Like,
No,
they pick up aliens and maybe I'm the one that's wrong. I'll go with that.
Nah, I doubt
maybe
it.
I'm the one
Probably
that's
not.
wrong. You know, but like, come on, man. Like,
I like this episode though because I think me and Puckett have agreed the most on this episode.
Yeah, that's
And,
crazy.
you know, normally me and
We're
Puckett
bros.
are at each other's neck beards.
yeah, I cut my neck beard. No neck beard.
I still got it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I want to believe it. I want to think that, like, but for now, I'm just gonna stick to Star Wars. You know, maybe something in my lifetime.
think
will
it's
Like I
pop
said,
up.
when we all know, we all know.
That's what I'm saying. I think that like everybody's gonna know. I don't think that's not something you can keep a fucking secret.
Nah, definitely not.
It's kind of like if we go fucking secret operation blow up another country, we know. You find the fuck out because it's on YouTube of the fucking bomb hitting the ground before the motherfucker blew up. He uploaded that shit.
Yeah, we saw it. Well, we saw what we were told we saw.
Oh my god!
You saw the Spielberg cut.
I just
You
know.
saw
I
the
don't
Kubrick. The moon landing was fake,
know. Have
boys.
you guys done anything Halloween things? You went to a party. How was your thing?
We had a shot party that was cool. A couple bands played. People dressed up. I dressed
Couple
up.
bands played.
Yeah, just 2.
Man, that would have been a cool thing to go to.
Sorry. You guys are doing the fucking
No,
ghost hunting.
because we didn't get to come to your thing.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't know.
it's all your fault.
No, man, it's cool. Whatever.
It's all good.
I'm not. I was just there. I probably wouldn't have went if I wasn't already there the whole day.
We're your Monday and Thursday friends.
We
So,
we all dressed up at the shop yesterday for Halloween.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You were at the shop yesterday.
I was a tattoo artist.
What? Oh, yesterday in podcast land.
Yeah,
Okay, not.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah.
Oh.
Yesterday in podcast land.
That's confusing.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta
I
go.
don't create-
We record on Mondays in case anyone's fucking wondering.
I'm not creating that illusion. You having a fucking thing at the shop?
No, just we're dressing up.
What do you dress up as?
I don't know.
You're such a procrastinator.
I don't. I was thinking
Your
about.
last minuteness just
You have a
blows my
kilt,
fucking
just
mind.
Be fucking.
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral.
I don't know, man. I really haven't thought about it.
Wear your kilt
I could.
and just be like, I'm a fucking Irish guy. I don't know.
I'm a kilt wearing, beer drinking
white guy.
white dude.
I'm at a Dropkick Murphy show.
Woo!
Wear a dress.
There was a lot of
be a
people in
girl.
kilts at the
Oh, dude, I don't fucking doubt it.
at the
Flogging Molly.
Flogging Molly show.
Yeah, I'm sure there were.
A lot.
I don't doubt that even in
A
the
lot of
slightest.
balls just everywhere.
Yeah, just man miniskirt land.
What do you think about all this, Dustin?
About what, aliens and shit?
Aliens, the occult.
I mean, it always what it is, man. I'm just living my life.
I'm
trying
sure
to-
the occult stuff like travels over into like voodoo and all that stuff, witchcraft.
Yeah, I'm sure it all takes.
All of it together.
So
I didn't
that's-
ever think that I was so fucking like just
Skeptical.
yeah.
It's
the way
okay
to
to
be.
be. I
the
mean,
way
No,
why
to
not
I
be?
just I never really thought about it, but I am.
It's the
I'm
best way to
very
be.
skeptical about just
That's how I live my life. Dude, show me.
like I don't think like I out of like all the conspiracies and stuff, I never really think that's always just bullshit to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I mean, it's just the life you've lived. You know, you come up not having any room for bullshit like that in your head because there ain't really nothing behind it.
No, I mean it's like yeah, I need weight to a story. I mean definitely like the dude that just got arrested or is getting put in jail, Trump's dude.
Paul
He did all that
Manafort.
shit. That's technically like a conspiracy, but that's real. I believe that kind of shit happens. People smuggle
Yeah.
money from the government.
100%.
That kind of shit goes down. But like
Like a secret government shroud, fucking.
Yeah,
you know,
but-
that kind of shit's probably.
yeah,
not
but
real.
like the fucking all the past presidents standing around a fucking table and sacrificing shit. That's not real.
Bohemian Grove.
Oh, speaking
Alex
of,
Jones blew the cover on that, bro.
Speaking of past presidents standing around the
The
table,
gay bomb.
there's a whole lot of Freemasonry involved with the occult stuff too.
Freemasons are just like real mystical kind of dudes anyway.
Yeah, there's a whole
Freemasons.
lot of that goes along with the occult. Not that they follow the occult because it's supposedly a Christian-based, I guess,
It
group.
is very universal believed. You can kind of go in however you want. It's a bunch of old dudes that hang out together,
Yep.
and they keep it mystical, so nobody fucks with them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. I think it's exactly what it is.
My dad was a Freemason, but when he joined, he wasn't that old. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into that stuff, man. So, I mean,
I think it's cool, dude. I like the aesthetic of cults. Like, dude, if I would totally join like some like Satan worshiping cult just to like see the cool people and like just to be a part of it.
Just see the
I
wild
wouldn't
shit.
believe in it. I wouldn't believe in any of it.
Just
you know
to
what I'm
see
saying?
the wild shit
Yeah,
that people
dude,
would
just to
do.
see,
Just to
like-
go to the gatherings, you know.
Yeah,
If you
just-
don't believe
get
it,
the
you can
merch.
become a leader. That's
Yeah.
how you become a leader.
Yeah, dude, you just
Yeah.
look at it for what it is, and then you
Yeah.
know how to. You can fucking grasp it and fucking.
They come like get you
Networking.
out of your bunk. They come get you out of bunk and take you in like, hey, look, you really seem like a person that could really manipulate some people, and we need some more help manipulating.
that was the whole thing with Alex Crowley. He was like he
Don't get the red
he
cup of
spoke to people
Kool-Aid.
really well.
yeah.
Like he was a good. He talked people into doing shit.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down to join a cult. It sounds cool. Like I just like the community. I like community. I like.
It just seems like a bunch of people that are
I just
really into
wanna-
the same thing. And
I just want to be a part of
I
something.
feel like you're an infomercial for a cult right
to
now.
could be about it.
Yeah, you're just like, you know
Totally.
what? I wasn't out to find the cult. The cult found me. And
you
know
don't
what?
choose the cult. The cult chooses you.
I get fresh vegetables every day.
I mean, maybe not like a cult, like a serious cult where I have to like give up my life and like move into a fucking compound. You know what I mean?
I feel
But-
like that's exactly what a cult is.
I feel like you can make one up now, especially today, because like I feel like that shit has got like way easier to believe. Like, go on Facebook right now and look at like scroll through and find the first like Onion article or something, and don't observe the article. Just look at the comments because that's what I always look at.
Yeah,
Is
the-
fucking comments. Out of all the comments on there, 40% of them, those people are bitching about it because they're either for it or they're bitching about it, and they think it's absolutely real.
oh, like in the satire, like
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
complete
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bullshit. And
Yeah.
like, I'm not even talking about like something that's real that may not be real. I'm talking about
like
complete
something that is just
bullshit
meant, like,
article.
It's a parody, like it's meant to be funny, right?
Yeah,
like
no.
the Onion. Yeah, you said the Onion. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Well,
like
not-
it's just a satire. Fucking
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. I was reading this article the other. I clicked it because it was an article about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson getting arrested. I was like, man, what the fuck happened, dude? So I'm reading it, and it all turned out to be like a fucking supplement ad. For just a vitamin supplement that would get you jacked and give you muscles.
and get you arrested.
And there was so many people. I went through the comments, and there was so many people that that shared it that were like, "Man, I thought this guy was a great dude, and he gets arrested for something stupid." They didn't even read the article; they just shared it.
Go talk to 6 anti-Trump people, and they'll do the same thing. I mean, they'll tell you about shit he's done that wasn't even real. And you could
Why
have
the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I mean, you could have went back. You could have went back, to when Obama was president, and the same thing. I mean, it's just like, and not even presidential. It could be anything. Like people just believe.
Or like the Bowling Green Massacre.
It's just
Have we talked
so
about that?
fucking easy. No,
Remember
What's
what
that?
is that?
Kellyanne Conway.
Continue.
You know Kellyanne Conway, right?
Yeah.
Trump's fucking head honcho.
Yeah.
So when there's I can't remember what fucking shooting it was. It was like fucking Virginia. I don't know, whatever it was. It was like some big shooting. She's like, this is the largest massacre since the Bowling Green Massacre. And we're just like, what the fuck is the Bowling Green Massacre? It was nothing. It never existed. She said something that I guess she had heard on the internet or someone had told her at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fact check
She-
anything,
she
man.
She just got on national TV and just fucking vomited some bullshit.
Here's my advice to anyone listening:
Bowling
if you're
Green,
gonna
so
read
there's nothing.
something,
It was completely made up. No one had ever heard of it. I don't think until then.
Oh, cool.
you need to read like 5 sources, and not 5 copy and paste sources. Like 5 actual, I got this from the horse's mouth sources.
Yeah.
Because even today, like on the internet, like we have a website, liberation.com. If I take
check it out.
what we do with our website, right? Because a lot of what we do is re-report things that we already find. Whether it be, a lot of it's funny because, that's what we're into. But, that's what a lot of news sources do. So, speaking of aliens and all this shit, half of it is fucking just re-reported bullshit.
Yeah.
None of it's real. It's all fake.
It's all entertainment, dude. It's all content.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about.
It's all content for people to fucking just.
They just
take
want
in.
website clicks, man.
People just want.
Then you do
content.
have original content. And they're like, where'd you hear that at? Like, oh god.
Sources.
Well, before we get out of here,
These nuts.
before we get out of here, Puckett found a really cool article about the top 10 reasons why not to believe in aliens.
Oh yeah,
And we also found a article about the top 10 reasons why to believe in aliens. So let's do that real fast before we get out of here. And we'll leave y'all on that note.
I'm gonna try to hit. I'm not gonna hit all of them. We're gonna go with the top 5.
All right, we'll do the
And I'm gonna post this on lowbrownnation.com so you guys can go look at it.
I mean,
while you're listening.
we got 10 as well.
Do we need to credit
Yeah,
the website it comes from?
This is Huffington Post's
Oh, who cares?
top 10 reasons how aliens are not real.
The one we found was through
Fox News.
thoughtcatalog.com.
If it's not Fox News, it's not real.
Isn't that their slogan?
So number 1 of aliens are not top 10 reasons not to believe in aliens. There was fuzzy footage of a claimed to be shriveled up corpse in last year in Russia. It was a bag of. It's bread, chicken, and blood. Someone kind of just made a fucking alien.
Nice.
Made an alien out of chicken.
Yep.
They
There
found-
was one
weird.
number. I'm just going to skip through. I'm going to hit all the good ones because some of these are stupid. There was a claim that someone saw an alien spacecraft. It was the Goodyear blimp.
Was that the one that was
These
over
are
the
just these
Olympics?
bullshit, man.
So
I
these
don't
aren't
have
these
to say
aren't these aren't feel like reasons not to believe in aliens. This is just like
These are
debunking
things
These are
that
just
have happened.
debunking anecdotes. That's all they are.
That's all.
That
It's
sounds
the Huffington Post. They're not that clever.
I want like philosophical reasons why not to believe in aliens.
I don't have that. What do you got?
What do you got, Dustin?
Well, on the list of 10 things that might make you believe in aliens, the first one is the universe is pretty big.
We've
Yeah, see, this
established
is some
Oh well.
this is some philosophy. I'm into
Okay, I
this.
like this better. Fine, I'm good with that. Let's go with
Okay,
this.
According to this little section right here, at the beginning of Contact by Carl Sagan.
Yes, sir. Read
It
it.
talks
Yeah.
about alien life in terms of our relationship to ants. We know ants exist. We see them all the time. I'm not sure if ants know we exist, though. They've surely interacted with us, but it's not really worth our time to figure out how they communicate with ants and to make sure that we know that they know we exist.
That's reaching.
No, it's not. That makes sense.
That analogy
I
makes
mean-
the universe seem very big.
It makes sense, but that's not proof.
We live in the Milky Way galaxy.
Okay.
There could be up to 170 billion additional galaxies in
Could
that
be.
universe. It is a widely accepted and reason to make assumptions about a universe based on only one example. And besides, in our one example, there is intelligent life. That's
So, I already said that.
Well, that didn't make me believe anymore.
Well, that's number one.
Ooh,
Number two is physical evidence.
Of what? Where?
aliens.
In 1991, people claimed that a UFO landed in France. Stafford University did studies on the plants and soils in the area and found unexplainable damage due to powerful microwave radiation.
Where is the UFO?
It took the fuck off and went back to its planet.
Bro, you can't fly an airplane in a no fly zone without getting fucking shot down. Do you think some mystical fucking thing could come out
It's not
through
mystical. It's not
bust
magical.
through the fucking
Atmosphere.
atmosphere without just getting fucking hammered by
Yeah,
a shitload of
because they
missiles?
have the technology to cloak them.
You can't even fly a drone in certain places without getting caught.
Well, if you figure out how
There's
to
no one
fucking-
around, and cops will roll up at your house and say, "Why the fuck were you flying your?"
If you
there
can-
are laws.
If you can cloak your drone, then I bet you can fucking do it.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying. Okay, so
All right, number 3,
yeah,
Dustin.
go ahead.
Number three, it says Betty and Barney Hill. In 1961, Betty and Barney were traveling home from vacation in rural New Hampshire when Betty saw a light in the sky, like a satellite that grew bigger. Suddenly, they were 35 miles away with no recollection of traveling that distance. Their 4-hour trip had taken 7 hours without explanation. Their clothes were torn and scrapped. They drew separate but similar drawings of humanoid figures that vaguely recalled seeing and later gave similar accounts under hypnosis.
I'd like to get hypnotized too. Can we do that on the podcast?
What was that story you were telling me the
That'd be
other
fun.
night, Dustin, about you driving and then you like woke up?
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about falling asleep while you're driving.
Uh-huh.
He woke up in a different state.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, we would drive it.
Wait, hold on. You got abducted, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Loss of time.
That's what Jamie said.
Me and my mom, my twin brother, was driving down to Texas just one time from North Carolina, and I was about maybe 15, 16 years old. And my mother never let me drive, like never let me drive. My twin brother always drove. She never let me drive. It was getting late at night, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. She let me drive because she wanted to get some sleep. So I got behind the wheel. I'm excited to drive and shit, and I'm just driving. It's still like dark as fuck outside, like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's like all I just remember was closing my eyes. And then when I opened my eyes, it was broad daylight. I was in the middle of Mobile, Alabama. And a car was honking at me because I was falling over into their lane.
Fuck.
And
How long do you think you were out?
I don't know. Like I said, it had to be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And
Yeah, if it was still dark out.
I was out like on the highway, like out in the country on the highway, like not in a city. But when I just blinked, opened my eyes, I was in the middle of Mobile, Alabama, on the the
For
freeway.
real, dude?
Yeah,
What?
Uh-huh.
No one was everyone else asleep?
yeah. Everyone was asleep. Like right when I woke
How
up,
did you manage not to die?
when I woke up,
Aliens.
when I woke up, when I was turning over in that lane, my mom woke up right then too. Like, what the hell are you doing? No, and I didn't say nothing. No.
So y'all
wouldn't
both
have
woke
said
up at the
shit.
same time?
Yeah,
Yeah, so y'all got abducted and then released, and y'all just kind of that's exactly.
And
What
they
happened.
just dropped you back down.
No, I don't know how the fuck, dude. That's crazy. How do you make it that far and not go off the road?
I mean, I've
Uh-huh.
had situations where I'm like really tired driving, and like I can just like all of a sudden I'll be like fucking way down the road, and I'll be like,
how did I make it here?
how did I make it? And I'll be like tired, but like I didn't close my eyes. I didn't remember. I made it. I was good. I looked down. I'm going the speed limit, so like I'm fine. It's just your mind shuts down and just
Autopilot.
you run on autopilot.
Or aliens do it for you.
yeah. It's crazy.
What's the number 4?
Number 4 is the sheer volume of personal accounts.
Yeah.
Of course, there is no safety in numbers. There are billions of people who thought the earth was flat and that their specific religion is the truth.
The Earth is flat.
However, there are so many accounts of extraterrestrial contact that there is some consistency to them, an attribute detectives use in trying to determine truth. What's in it for these people, though? What is the point of lying? It seems really embarrassing to have been abducted by aliens.
I wouldn't be embarrassed by it. I'd be down.
How is that embarrassing?
I'd be good with it.
I don't know, because we got all the...
I mean, that's why they do it, because they're
Anal
like,
probes and-
attention.
Maybe so.
No, if one of us, of our core of friends, if something happened to us, whether it be seeing a ghost, getting abducted by aliens, seeing a spaceship, anything like that, would you believe one of us?
Depends who it was. If it was you, bullshit.
See, here's my problem. Here's my problem with that, dude. Here's my problem with the scenario you just laid out. I don't trust my own mind sometimes.
Uh-huh.
I think people might believe. I would think that you weren't lying about what you think you saw. I just think you would be wrong. I think you, or not you, but anyone. I'll just be like, okay,
Yeah.
I believe you believe you saw that, but that's probably not what happened.
I don't feel that way. I believe in all of your ghost stories, Dustin. The one with the dude rolling through the car, the demon that you saw on the bus, and then your teacher had her seizure.
Yeah.
Man, I believe in all that shit, dude.
Yeah, you've been listening.
I got you, dude.
There's no way. That's the problem I have, because I like those stories. Those stories are awesome. There's no way to like remain a skeptic and not seem like an asshole at the same time. You know what I mean? That's the life I have to live. You know what I mean? With choosing my worldview.
But at the same time, you got to understand that that's how it's going to be perceived when you tell a story like that.
Yeah, people are gonna
because
think-
when I tell stories like that, I'm just telling you what I saw. What
Yeah,
I
no, I
remember,
know.
you what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, definitely.
I don't know what the hell it was. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, yeah, bro, it was a motherfucking demon, bro.
Like
Yeah.
with your acid trip thing, I've literally thought about that in my head. Like, I see your dance moves and they're fucking funny and they're great. But I feel like in real life, you were just sitting on the couch, not moving at all.
No, I was moving. Everything else was moving too.
But I wasn't there.
You
So I
weren't
don't
there.
believe it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, try some medicine.
No, I'm not. I believe you. I believe you. I was just pulling the Jake.
That's a good.
What's number 5, man?
Number 5 is there is basically a giant ship at the bottom of the ocean.
Motherfucker.
In 2012, a Swedish diving company was exploring the Baltic Sea looking for
solved.
treasure they found at a looking for treasure when they found a 60-meter circular object at the end of a stretch that looks like a runway.
Fucking Soviet Union fucking submarine.
Yeah, that's all for that one.
Oh, here it
60
is.
meters is huge.
You found it?
Only to be. I found that same story debunked.
That's like 180 feet.
Was it a Soviet?
Illuminati.
A mushroom-shaped object found in the bottom of the Baltic Sea was at first believed to be a UFO that crashed in the waters between Sweden and Finland. Extraterrestrial speculation soon evaporated, only to be replaced with talk of Nazi secret anti-submarine devices.
Nazi.
That's the Huffington Post spinning that shit for their own agenda.
Fake news, bro.
The Huffington Post is a liberal freaking news thing.
Yeah. Aliens run the world.
So
Number 6.
That's who would be about it.
Number 6 is
no. I want to pause that real
All
quick.
right, fall back.
That was
fall
me
back.
stereotyping, but
No,
I'm doing it.
no, that's bullshit. Because conservatives are definitely more apt to believe in fucking like conspiracies and like weird shit like that than liberals. Liberals are definitely more skeptic thinkers. I don't consider myself a liberal. I don't, but I think liberals are definitely more like skeptic thinkers than conservatives. Conservatives are always all about conspiracies and fucking all kinds of crazy shit, not trusting the government and all that.
I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Okay, so
I'm with you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Jacob said yes. So
I can admit.
shut up.
I can admit.
that's why most fucking people who like, dude, all the people who believe in like 9/11 truth and all this shit are all
They don't
like,
have any teeth.
They're all like super
Or cable.
conservative. Fucking
I have teeth.
just-
Wow.
Are you a truther?
I don't know.
You are.
Flat
Later.
earther.
That's a later podcast. Number 6.
Number 6 is we found evidence of non-intelligent extraterrestrial life, maybe. Former NASA scientist Richard Hoover says he has found fossilized microorganisms in meteorites.
Ooh.
Larry Hoover.
Transformers.
Ooh, it could be. That'd be cool.
Larry Hoover.
The Allspark.
The Allspark.
Hallelujah.
Number 7's
We are the Autobots.
yeah. Roll out. Number 7's a phone call.
Yeah, the phone call. Area 51, the frantic caller. You want me to
Ooh,
read
yeah.
the verbiage first?
Yeah, do that.
All right, this is in a 1997 radio program, Coast to Coast AM.
That shit still comes on. They got a podcast, right?
Space Ghost. Then hosted by Art Bell. Good old
Oh,
Art
dude,
Bell.
yeah, Art Bell. Okay, I'm talking about that.
They aired a call from a frantic man who claimed to be an ex-Area 51 employee. Not only was the call suddenly cut off after the man claimed they, in quotations, would triangulate his position soon, but the entire show was knocked off the air without explanation. After a few minutes, Coast to Coast went back on using backup equipment, but the caller never contacted them again. Ooh. And we have that call, ladies and gentlemen.
Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
Is that it?
It says transmission lost. But it's still like 3 minutes on the video.
Aliens.
Depression.
Is he gonna start
It's
singing?
the government, or
I don't know.
it has to be something, though.
Well, did you hear? Now, you tell me because you were listening.
That was awful strange.
There was a really weird guy on the air when it went off?
Yeah, real weirded out.
Like going sort of sounding paranoid,
Yeah.
schizophrenic?
Like crying and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how far into the conversation was it when it went off?
Just a couple, about 15, 20 seconds, I'd say.
Oh, you
Something like that.
you guys missed. You really missed a call then, and I've got a feeling somebody didn't want you to hear it.
Yeah. Because it was
All right.
Okay, I get it.
That's totally real. I'm a believer now.
Well, that is crazy, though. I mean, what if he's
That a
getting
crazy
chased?
guy called into a radio station freaking out?
Well, that's not crazy, but it's. I mean, he sounded frantic.
Definitely.
Something was after him.
I'm
and
sure mental
whatever,
illness is real.
Whatever case it was. Well, that's crazy.
It could have been an actor. Though. I mean, there's a fucking radio show. They could have done that shit for
Yeah.
fucking views.
Yeah, it could have
or
been.
You know, just for the publicity.
Damn
What
shit.
number are we on now?
We're on number 8 right now. Witness accounts of the Roswell UFO incident. The Wikipedia article of witness accounts of the Roswell UFO incident is terrifying. Notably, in 2012, retired CIA agent Chase Brandon performed an interview with the Huffington Post talking
Damn it,
about
they're everywhere.
they are the aliens. Talking about the Roswell UFO incident. He told that the debris recovered was not a weather balloon and claimed it did not come from this planet. Perhaps it's a massive conspiracy of a bunch of bored Southwesterners, but how do you get so many people to lie about something like this?
A radio show.
Same people believe in the fucking government lying about everything. You know what I'm saying? They think like thousands of members of governments of the government can lie about like one little thing, and they're like, "How do you get a couple people to lie about things?"
I'm gonna go back to that phone
Like,
call
come
real
on.
fast.
This is
Yeah.
fucking.
It was from 1997, so it's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, we haven't seen any mass hurting of people
Because they
in
fell
different
back,
areas.
right? Because homeboy foiled the plan.
Maybe.
art.
All right.
All right. Sorry.
Number 9.
Number 9 is politicians have seen unidentified flying objects. Because you should believe your politician.
Yeah, really. They don't lie.
Jimmy Carter and Dennis, what's that?
Quaid.
No, Kasunicic. I don't know. Kasunanich. I don't know. That's some white boy shit. Both say they have seen a UFO firsthand.
Okay.
That's all there is.
I've seen a UFO. I've seen shit in the sky. I couldn't identify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Number 10 is Stephen Hawking. The go-to cliche we use when talking about a genius. Stephen Hawking said to my mathematical brain, the numbers alone make thinking about aliens perfectly rational.
Yeah.
He also said we would probably be afraid of them because if humans are any indication of how these beings would act, it's bad. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. I imagine they might exist in massive ships, having used up all the resources from their home planet. Such an advanced aliens would perhaps become nomads, looking to conquer and colonize whatever planet they can reach.
Ooh. Stephen Hawking.
Scary.
And that's all. there
That's
is
wild.
for that.
All right. Well, I'm not a believer, so
Listen,
that
I
didn't
think,
sway me.
I mean, listen, I think there probably are aliens out there. There has to. The chances are, I say it's more likely than not.
Yeah, but I don't think they're here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm with you on that. Yeah, for sure.
I'm with you that they could be out there. I don't push that out there, but
Yeah, I
You got
want
to
to
be
believe
really
in like
brave
the Men
to-
in Black and shit.
yeah, I know.
I do.
Agent J.
Agent L. Linwood.
Alien hunter.
Goddamn, Gary, you're an alien.
Well, now I'm gonna have. Damn it, Gary.
Gary.
Why are you on Mars?
You son of a bitch.
Who the fuck is Gary?
Oh,
We'll
man.
fill you in.
We'll fill you in later.
Okay.
All right, kids. Well,
We hope you sleep well.
and make sure you check out lowbrownnation.com because I haven't said that 8 times on this podcast.
The only place on the internet.
The only place on the internet. And tune in next week when we talk about
peanut butter and its effects on animals.
Cool. See you later.
Later.